Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I want to share with you my entire black designer handbag collection, and I want to unbox with you the latest beauty into that collection, and it is this little gem from Basile. Now, Basile are very kindly sponsoring the start of today's video. They are a brand that is based in the heart of Paris, the city that well and truly has my own heart. They have the beauty of the French design showing all over their pieces, but also their designs are produced and made in Italy. This is a brand that ships to Europe, to United States, to Canada. They offer returns on their bags, so if you do order anything that you are not completely happy with, you can order it with confidence because you can return it, but I think whenever you see the beauty of what they are sending you, that you won't need to worry about that. As well as the bag that they have sent me, they have also sent one of their pouches, and they've been kind enough to give me a discount code, which I will leave on the screen, and if you shop using that code, when you buy one of their pieces, you will also get a free leather pouch to come with your piece. Now, you do have to, when you select your bag on their website, you also have to select the pouch that you want and add it into your shopping bag. Then whenever you go to checkout, put in my code as a discount code, and that will deduct the price of the pouch from your overall order. I get contacted by a huge amount of handbag brands. Most of them I don't consider. The ones that are based in Paris and the leathers that are made in Italy do grab my attention, but the reason that I wanted to try this brand is when I looked on their website, there was one particular product that I have wanted to try for a while, but to be quite honest with you, I didn't want to buy it at a designer level because I don't know if it's going to work for me. So when they had it, and the beautiful version of it that they had that I think will work, I really wanted to try it, and they were kind enough to send this to me with these beautiful colours on it that can just accessorize and add that little bit of something extra and elevate your look. They also have sent me one of the pouches that if you use my code whenever you're shopping through their website, you can also select one of these free of charge. And of course, I chose the pink one. Now, there's a beautiful teal blue, and to be honest, I was very tempted by that, but in the end, I just couldn't get away from the pink. This is so soft. This is the first that I've opened the pouch. It does have Basile stamped on it, and the colour that I chose is almost like a rose pink. I thought this would look lovely inside the rest of my bags. It does have a gold zip across the top, which no difficulties there. And on the inside, there is a card slot, as you can see, so you could use this as a wallet. You could put your cards in here and your cash or your receipts in this part. So I think these are beautiful little pieces, especially when you can add one of these to your order without having to pay for it. Don't those two just look so beautiful together? They're just stunning. Anyway, the bag that I wanted to try whenever I looked at their website is I have wanted to try a belt bag for some time. But I just didn't want to spend the price on, say, a Louis Vuitton one, for example. And it has come in this beautiful dust bag. It has this gold pull tassel here, and it says Basile stamped on it. Now, I've already had this open, so it did come all packaged with, it had protective stickers on the hardware, it had this all wrapped, but it's already been on me, so I apologise for that. I love the look of this. I think this clasp is quite dramatic, and that was one of the things that I liked about it. They do have other colours in this. The reason that I went for black is because it's a belt bag. I want to be able to wear this with everything. I don't want to be tied to certain colours. My thinking of this is travelling, is concerts. I have an old shoulder injury, so I can get a pain in my shoulder if I have a bag on it too long. So I was thinking when I'm traveling that I could put this around me. Black will go with everything. It's elegant looking, it's discreet, it's not going to clash with what I'm wearing by going with the black. It does have this for interest, and I thought it was very beautiful, and that's why I picked this piece. Now, how you open this is you pull down the clasp, and then this opens, which I think is quite pretty and just adds that little bit of interest to it. So when we open the clasp back up to show you what is inside, it is lined in a suede or a nubuck on the back. It says Basile Paris, and it has a fabric lining in the front. It does have, you will note, these little holes on the side, because as well as coming with the belt buckle, it also comes with this chain if you want to use this as an evening bag, with this beautiful almost lace-like gold chain. And then it has the T-bars on the end that you can link into the bag if you want to use this as an evening bag. And I will show you that, and I will show that on me, and I will also show you it on me as a belt buckle. This belt comes at a length that's going to fit most people. You can add additional holes if necessary. I haven't had to do that, and this is what I wanted to try. I will show you. I'm excited to show you this on because it really did work. When it went around me, I set it here. I will show you properly in the mirror, but it just meant that I'm thinking traveling and city breaks, that I won't need to worry about what I'm carrying. But as I say, I wanted to try one at a price that wasn't designer level, and this brand, although it is Parisian designed and it is made in Italy, it is at a more contemporary, affordable price level, although the quality is still very, very high. And I just think it's a really good option. There is good space in there that I will be able to carry everything that I need. You can take this out altogether if you just wanted to use this as, let me put that back in. If you just wanted to use this as a clutch, you could have this in one of the beautiful colours, and this could just be your clutch bag for your evening out. And I do think that's also a really good option, but for me the belt bag is what sold it. And I really like that chain. Just link that in to show you, and you can see how that becomes a more evening bag with the chain on. And I am 5'1" for reference. That is the length, so that's going to fit comfortably on, I would think, most people crossbody, and it would just add it as a little bit of glamour with the gold. Let's see, for an evening look. But I'm going to show you this with the belt bag because that's what sold it on me. So thank you so much to Basile for sponsoring this part of today's video. I will leave my link down below in the description box for you to check them out. I will also leave the discount code. Make sure that you add that in if you're adding a pouch in with any of your purchases, so as you get the price of the pouch deducted from your order. And let me know what your favourite is down in the comment box. So now that I have showed you the latest addition to my black handbag collection, let's start with this one. This is the Chanel 19. And this is probably my most functional bag from Chanel. A lot of my Chanel bags are minis, and I buy them because I like the look of them. Not so much because they are going to fit a lot or be functional. Now, I carry very, very little when I'm not at work, so the Chanel mini works very, very well for me. But this is the smallest size in the Chanel 19, and this just gives me a little bit of an option if I need to add a bit more. Now, I do keep an organizer in mind because I like that little bit of structure. These are the pillow type bags. I just like the shape when the organizer is added. One of the things I love about this bag is the pocket in the back, because I can slip, I have receipts in it, but I can also slip my phone in the back, and that can just stay there. It's very easy access. The button will close and I can get that, and I'm not getting in and out of my bag. I love the CC on this. I like a logo, so I love the very antique-y looking gold with the woven leather through it. I like the look of it. I also very much like the way the chain, which forms the top handle for this bag, because you can carry it like this if you wish. I like that that hangs down over it, and I like the look that that gives it. I also like all of the different metals on the chain on these bags. They're definitely not a quiet bag. So if you want something understated, the Chanel 19 is not for you. But if you don't mind a bit of going on there, you know, a bit of colour and a bit of interest, if that's not something that you don't like, then I think this is a great bag. Now, they have went up a lot in price. I bought mine, I think, when they were around about £3,000. I think they're over £5,000 now. I do still think they're a great bag. I think they can be used as an everyday bag. You could take them out at night, but I think they work better on a casual basis. I really like the large version of this that fits a laptop. I really do like that. I'm not going to buy it because it's so expensive as a work bag, but I do think it's a good option, and I know they're very good for travel as well. So that is the first in my black handbag collection, apart from my new little bag from Basile. The only thing I will say about this is it can get heavy. What I was talking about earlier with my old shoulder injury, if I'm wearing this crossbody, it can really pull, and this is one of the bags that I wouldn't wear if I was going on a day's shopping or exploring, because I know this would get heavy. So that's something to bear in mind if you're looking at one of these. Number 2, and sticking with Chanel, and I just love her. I think she's absolutely stunning. This is the Chanel sequenced mini rectangle from the Vegas collection. I think that runway show was one of my favourites from Chanel. I love the rollerblade look of it, the 80s look of it, the disco look of it. I just thought it was fabulous. This is not for everybody. Again, not a quiet bag. It does have all over it Coco, Cambon, Paris, the sequence, the colours. There's definitely no hiding this little beauty. It is a gunmetal grey type hardware, and that's what goes through the chain. It is the traditional mini on the, I really need to start putting those on. Does have the traditional layout on the back. It has the zip, it has the little slip pocket. It does say on the back of it, Chanel made in Paris, and then it has the microchip on the inside because it's a newer bag. There's not a lot to these, but if you don't carry a lot on a daily basis, I think they're great bags, and I think they just, for me, they work. Again, 5'1", and the perfect drop for me crossbody. I would say that this one is maybe very slightly shorter than some of my other rectangle minis, but it works for me, and this is a favourite in my collection. Next, I'm going to share with you my variations on black, because black's not a bag that I have a huge amount of, so I'm including this because I love her. Black and white, that fits. This is the Louis Vuitton Alma in the black and white Malatage leather in the BB size. The bag I said I'd never buy. The BB Alma, which I said, no, not for me, but I love her. Annoying things about her, which I will share with you in another video, but the look gets me past them. That will not work for everybody. But some more sensible people will want their bag to work for everything. For me, I can get past things that annoy me if I love the bag, and I'm lucky to have other bags to use for other things. But there are things about this that as I use it, but the beauty of it I can't get past. I love the clochette that's added on to a little bit of interest. I love the very bright gold against the black and white. That's one of the things that really caught my attention with this bag. I think it really works very, very well. I love wearing this quite casually, and it just almost juxtaposes with what I would be wearing. I know that she would work more formally. I haven't worn this bag yet to a formal type event or with a formal looking outfit, but I love her. It has the LVs stamped in on the back. I just think she's pretty much a vibe. And yeah, a real favourite, even though things about her get on my nerves. Next, I'm back to Chanel, is my Chanel Classic Flap in the medium size, in the caviar leather, in the silver hardware. I love this bag, but let me say straight up, I'm not buying this bag at today's retail price. Over £9,000 for this now? For me, no. And worth is relative. It's what you're prepared to pay for certain bags. I'm not prepared to pay over £9,000 for a Chanel Classic Flap. I don't use them enough. I don't find them functional enough. To make this bag work for me and functional for me, I had to get this chain extended. So I sent this bag away. So as it works for me crossbody, I now can wear it with a suit and a coat over my suit with this crossbody. It also works for me a lot more comfortably under my arm now that the chain has been extended. But when this was the length of the Classic Flap as it comes, it annoyed the life out of me. Couldn't get along with it. Didn't like using it. Was too short. Crossbody was up here somewhere, and nobody needs that happening. And on my shoulder it slips off, so I don't like to wear it as a one shoulder chain. I just didn't get the use out of the bag because I found it difficult to use. And maybe it's the stage of life I'm at with 2 young children, but I don't even think it is that, because I wear this bag to work and they're not there. So it would have worked if the bag worked, and it didn't. So for me, at the current retail, with what I have to do to make it work, no, not happening. Do think it's a beautiful bag though. Very glad I have it in my collection now that I have altered it to make it functional. It is a bag that I will use at work if I'm not going somewhere that I have to be aware of not carrying an overly designer bag. So it's not a bag that I use all the time at work. Mine is the burgundy interior. It has all of the traditional layout with the little lipstick pocket, and it has the CC, and it has this useless zip up here that I know why it's there. It's for love letters, but it's kind of useless and pointless, and what it does is it marks your leather on the flap here. Overall, I love this bag, and there are die-hard followers of the Chanel Classic Flap that think it's the best bag in the world and think that I have went and destroyed mine by extending said strap. But for me, it had to work. At this amount of money and to enjoy it, it had to be able to be worn. So I did need to play about with mine, but now the way it is, I love it, but I'm not buying another one at £9,000. Next, and sticking with Chanel, and I look a bit because I love this bag. Like, it's one of my favourite bags to look at, but it's also one of the bags that I use least, and it is the black and white tweed from Chanel that has the Coco Chanel ribbon running through it. I fell for this bag hard when it came out. I so wanted to have this bag. I just think the black and white tweed is quintessentially Chanel. I love the look of it. It's a bag that I'm not selling. I just don't wear it very often, and I checked my list of bags for 2024. I have not worn this bag this year. I'm not even going to think about when I last wore it because I'll just annoy myself. So I'm not going to acknowledge that. But she's beautiful, and when I show her to you on camera, I just don't understand why. Why did I not wear this bag more? Like, look at her, she's beautiful. It's just not one of my most used. In fact, it's one of my least used, but it doesn't take away from the fact that I love it. It is the layout of the mini on the inside, the rectangle. It has those pockets. I keep mine stuffed because of the tweed. Beautiful bag, but one of my least used. Next is a firm favourite around here on this channel, and it is the Dior Mini Lady Dior in the jungle print. I love this. This bag is right up my street. I just love it. I love the tiger on the back. That's probably my favourite piece on this. I do love this colourway here, this pinks and purples. I do love the elephant on it as well. And there's a peacock up here, which is beautiful with all of these colours. I say it's my favourite bit and then I go and show you the rest of the bag. I love it. It's very expensive, I get that, and it's an occasional bag. It's not, now I have worn this, last time I wore this we were taking the boys for pizza and I took this bag with me because I wanted to use it, and that is how I use my bags. But even I know that this is not an everyday bag, and I have a video on using it. The Mini Lady Dior can be a little bit annoying, but she's just stunning. She's just beautiful. I have no regrets on buying this bag. I bought this in Milan last year. She's one of the most beautiful bags I've seen. I get expensive, but just look at her. And then the last bag in my black handbag collection is one of my oldest, I think, and it is the Louis Vuitton Mini Capucines in the black with the plexiglass leather, or plexiglass handle, and the blue leather inlay on the LV. This was the first mini capucines. This was the first capucines I bought. Yes, this came before the Arty capucines and was the first of my mini capucines. Now that sparked a little bit of an expensive addiction, one might want to admit, but I love these bags. I had this bag out with me on Friday night. I turned round to see Bestie wiping the drink off it as it had been sat on the table, but the leather on this is very durable, very hard wearing. I have taken this out when there's a crowd of us after work and there's no damage. It wiped straight off. It's a beautifully made, beautifully constructed bag. I have a video reviewing this. They're kind of annoying to use if you're using them crossbody or using them when you're shopping or need to get in and out of them. That's not how I generally use them, and on Friday night it was just out with me for drinks, so all I needed really out was my phone to pay for things. I love it. It's a bag that I have never regretted buying. I do regret that they have went up so much in price since I bought this one. I could probably say that with most of my bags though. And I think this one is just beautiful. For black, for me, this adds interest, and that's one of the reasons I love this bag. I just think she's an absolute beauty. So that is my black luxury handbag collection with my latest little beauty, which I just think is so cute. Now, there are bags on the website that are more substantial than this. They're bigger bags. There's bags for crossbody. There's everyday bags. There's beautifully coloured bags. I wanted something small like this because of the belt option, and that's the way I wanted to be able to wear it. And I love that functionality about it. But if you're looking for a more traditional, larger handbag, they do have a lot of options for that as well. As I said, I will leave my link for you in the description box, and I will leave my code. So as if you are looking to buy one of their pieces, you get the free pouch as well. One of your options will be the rose pink one that I chose, and it's so soft. I hadn't opened this before I spoke to you, but the leather in this one is so soft. The leather in this one is grained, so this is going to be more durable and more hard wearing, and certainly for concerts and things is what I was looking for, but this is very, very soft and beautiful. So I will leave all of that below for you in the description box, and thank you to them for sponsoring this part of the video. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope you've enjoyed seeing my black handbag collection. I fully appreciate that black handbags is not one of the types of bags that I would be most known for, so I'd be interesting to hear your views in the comment box on what you thought of the little black collection that I have gathered up. Thank you so much for watching this. If you have enjoyed it in any way, please do consider giving it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please do consider subscribing. And if you're not done with me yet, I'm going to leave another video for you on the screen to enjoy. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching me. Please take care, and I will see you again in the next one.